Listen, it is cold, okay? Let me get in the frame. Better. It is cold. I did not pack well for this cold at all. I have this sweater, which is actually cute, and I put my muumuu on over it, which I just put it on to feel, just to feel, literally. And I have on leggings. I have on that I was supposed to use for um, my training course, but I had to omit that and use it for the cold because I am cold. And I have on socks and this blanket because it is cold. And I'm, I'm in Thailand, and yes, they have winters. Yes, and I know I've spoken about this many times. Even last year, I was making videos about the cold. I had on an actual coat. I was standing in the sun trying to warm up before I go into the nursery. And for some reason, I went blank and I didn't pack efficiently for this time. So I'm making do. My coconut oil is solidified. Not a little bit, it's solidified. It's cold. However, I'm not going to complain about it because I know damn well it is not as cold as it is in the States, which was actually bringing pain onto me. So here I am making do. And other than that, I feel good. I feel happy. I feel fresh. I feel energetic. I feel revitalized. I have been going through the motions. You hear me? I mean, I'm going through a series of hypnotherapy. And at first, I was doing it as therapy for myself. And then I decided to actually get into it to become a hypnotherapist. And here I am. And I have been hypnotized for 2 weeks. And within those 2 weeks, it was consecutively for 5 days. I was hypnotized, and oh my gosh, I'm going blank. And yeah, 5 days straight consecutively, I was hypnotized, and in a total of 10 days. And actually, today is Wednesday, so yesterday, 10, 11, 12, I've been hypnotized for 12 days. And it has not been easy. So, but I've gotten through it. Like I've gotten through the threshold. And my menstrual was coming, and it made it even like more intense with the physical symptoms that I was experiencing. Oh my gosh. I talked about it in another video, but I didn't post it. I don't know if I will. I was laying down because I was cold and I wasn't feeling good. But I think that video is more of a raw, in-depth description of what I experienced. And this method of teaching for me to become a hypnotherapist, I actually like it. It's very intense, but I do like it because I'm experiencing what my future clients will experience. can incorporate an integration stage to help navigate them, because it can be pretty intense. So yeah. I've made some life-changing decisions. I haven't acted on them yet, but it's solidified within myself, and my life is about to change, man, and I'm excited. I hope all of you are doing well and enjoying life, enjoying yourself, saying no to motherfuckers, saying yes to opportunities, and just loving yourself harder, having more compassion for yourself, more empathy, more grace, so that you can have more space for the things that you are receiving that you deserve. Yes. I don't know why my hair is sticking up, but it is. It has actually been a whole entire year since I've conjoined my locks. I think it's been over a year at this point. And yes, we in here, baby. I really ain't got shit to talk about, honestly. Like, I'm just cool. I'm good. I'm vibing. This is actually, my nose is running. It is cold. I'm actually, like, still kind of getting used to the fact that I am alone, and I am my own responsibility. And yeah, it's only for 1 month. And as of today, I have 9 days left. But it's very new for me. I've always had responsibilities outside of myself. And I mean, don't we all? But, not but, because I'm not going to negate from the fact that we all have responsibility. It's just that I have always been taking care of 2 other human beings besides myself. And then I decide along the way to take care of cats. Oh my gosh. And as I'm navigating and this radical change in my life through radical self-love, it's just really like in my face about how much I have done for other people and animals in situations, and didn't do for myself. And now that I'm doing for myself, it's like, okay, I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that, and I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that. And it's becoming easier and easier, actually. And what becomes easier for me is the feelings that follow once I make those decisions. And I just fight through it because honestly, I'm just tired. Like, I don't want to have a shitload of responsibility. I really don't. If it doesn't make me feel good. You know, having responsibility responsibilities in a healthy way, in a healthy dynamic that doesn't drain you, is fine. But situations that drain me, I don't want to deal with. And I won't. You know, I was so. Um, y'all keep y'all journals, and even like social media can be a way of you connecting with the past versions of yourself, because um, on this day, about over 10 years ago, I had a dream that my grandmother hugged me. And I don't recall the dream, but I wrote it down. And today was a very pivotal day for me. Like, I'm going through a lot of transformations, and it's happening so rapidly. And I'm trying to keep a diary of in different ways of this transformation, because I'm not even the person I was yesterday. And it's so profound. Like, I'm waking up every day a different person. And I can see more clearly ahead of me. And even though I can still remember what was behind me, I don't even pay it much attention, which is huge for me. And which is probably why I can see more clearly ahead of me. But yeah, I had that dream that she hugged me, and I wrote it down. And then I started, like, again, I started digging. Well, not even digging, like, I just noticed the patterns, because Google and all my, like, everything is coming back. Like, you know, Google tells you, like, oh, 10 years ago, this is what happened. And I realized that about 10 years ago, I was in Italy at this time. Um, another time, I don't know how long it was, but I was in, oh shit, Jamaica. I was in um, Martinique. This, like, November is like a month. Like, I'm seeing the signs. Like, I led I left breadcrumbs for myself now, and I see that I see that November is a month of radical transformations. I remember how I used to feel when I was preparing to travel to these countries, and when I was there, and when I would come back to New York City, and I would just feel like, first of all, I didn't want to go back to New York City. I remember loving Italy. I loved every place that I went to, actually. And I just never wanted to come back. I never wanted to go back to New York City, and I would feel this dread when I would go back to New York City, which is why I'm thriving here abroad in Thailand. However, I have outgrown Thailand. I have. And it's very bittersweet. But the sweet part about it is I've grown. And I've realized that New York, New York trained me, Thailand healed me, and where I'm going next, I don't know. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, but it's going to activate me. Yes, and I'm excited about that. But going back to November is my transfer. Like, follow your breadcrumbs. That's what I'm trying to say overall. Follow your breadcrumbs. Like you left yourself breadcrumbs, and that's why we're given the ability to time travel. Don't use it to ruminate over what coulda, shoulda, woulda is. Use it to grow you. Damn it. So yes, November is my transformational month, and it has been for a very long time, and I didn't know until now. Even last year on this day, I had so much on my mind, and I was posting what was on my mind so freely, and it resonates today. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 10 years ago, yo, I have been really in flow. Like all along, I've been in flow. I've been aligned. That's why I'm just sitting back and excited about what's coming next, because I don't know, like it just is what it is. Um, I also looked into astro astro astrography. Astrography, yes. I looked into astrography, and that's where I got the saying, New York raised me, trained me, it raised me. New York raised me, trained me, Thailand healed me, and where I'm going is activating me, because what was given in my astrography chart to me is monumental. You know, it really lets you know where you're gonna go, where you're gonna be, what places are good for you, or what is good for you based on your chart. Yeah, I guess that was my message, you know? That was my message. I said I ain't have nothing to say, but that was my message. Follow your own breadcrumbs. You have left yourself breadcrumbs. You just have to follow it. You just have to pay attention. Pay attention. Like, I heard somebody, and you know what actually got me to this point also? I saw a random reel, and this girl, she said, you know, sometimes I can't stand October. And she's like, it's not because of the reasons that you think, like, oh, it's spooky time or whatever. But I noticed that every year I'm always worrying about money when it comes to October. But once November hits, you know, that worry is gone, because something happens in which I don't have to worry about money anymore. And it made me go deeper into thought about my own pattern of things occurring. I know around this time, like I'm always, and maybe I need to change my language when it comes to that, but I do notice that in the winter months, you know, like I thrive, I move with the seasons, and like Mama Gaia, and I have to stay still. Like I'm being forced to stay still all the time. But then, you know, like, and I start to worry, like, am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to be able to do that? I had this plan and blah, blah, blah. But it always works out. Every single time. It always works out. So honor your timing. Even when you get into a state of worry, you know, just work on your mind when you start worrying, and let it come out of you. Let it come out of your mind, and fill that space with something that's actually going to help grow you. Love on yourself. Love on yourself, and follow your breadcrumbs, and you are going to be okay. I promise. I promise. And right now, I know I'm talking to you, but I'm also talking to myself because I have to tell myself, like, I promise you, you're gonna be okay. Because next year, on this day, the 19th of November, it's gonna be something similar. Ah, and this is my breadcrumb. This is my breadcrumb. Deuces.